All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Today we're going to be looking at the Pixel Fold once again. Now, this is almost 6 months. Oh, this is actually almost 7 months with this device for me. And it's an impressive device. I think that it does require a few more things for me to jump out there and purchase it next time. Because I did pay for this. I did buy it, I should say. And I did get a little small discount, though, for the trade-in. But ultimately, even then, I think this phone without a trade-in, it is definitely a good phone, a good device, I should say. But there's some things that I want to change, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about these in another video. But 7 months in, and I've started to, or almost 7 months in, and I've started to kind of, gradually go back to this device. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to market it as better than the OnePlus Open. No. But I do like it a little bit better than my Z Fold 5 still. The Z Fold 5 wins in a few more areas than the Pixel Fold. But the Pixel Fold has so much potential. And I really hope that the next generation of this device really is much better than this one. This one is already fairly good. It's a great device, but it's missing some things. And some things that it kind of reminds me of the Surface Duo. I've been using the Surface Duo a little bit more now, and I want Google to address some things and also add some things to this device. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about, and I might have already talked about these in another video, but this is more of a recap after almost 7 months. The first thing I want Google to fix on here or add, it's in the camera settings. So you go over to video and you don't see the same settings as you do in the Pixel 8 Pro. So I don't know why they do this, but maybe they want to make sure, because their bread and butter is obviously the Pixel lineup for the phone, the regular phones. It's not so much for this because this is a new device. It's brand new to the market. And it's still trying to get its feet planted in the right position. Whereas the Pixel 8 Pro is a tried and true lineup, and it's got all the features. So the feature I'm talking about right now is blur. Now, while Google doesn't have 4K for this yet, they could have at least put it on this device. I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't put it on there. I don't know why. But that is a feature that I'm definitely looking forward to with the new generation of this device, if in fact they do bring out a new generation. I think Google has so much potential. I mean, obviously their photos are hidden already. Photos, no question. You can do a video or photo by opening up, and then like I have it now, and then you hit this button right here, and then it goes to the rear camera selfie or the dual screen. So the functionality of this device is here. It just needs to be tweaked in some areas for me, in my personal experience, for the software. And that camera software is fine as is. Just add a few more features add the same features that you have on the Pixel 8 Pro lineup. That's what you need to do, because this device is like double the price of the Pixel 8 Pro technically. And it's got lackluster cameras when compared to the Pixel 8 Pro. Now, also comparing to the Pixel 8 Pro, I've definitely said this before in another video, bars. This camera bar is ridiculous. It just doesn't fit. It fits this design almost, but it could have sloped over and kept the Pixel 8 Pro lineup camera module. I just would have liked that a lot better. I've said that before. And I really think that the next generation, they need to change this. They have to change this. I don't know why it's being housed. Obviously, it's been housed for the camera hardware, but you can definitely taper off this. And I feel like Google's probably going to do it like that next. If they decide to stick with this design, they might do a Microsoft and cut it early and say, we're not making any money off of this. We didn't make a lot of money off of it. Let's just move on. And then I'll have a classic device that's obviously a keeper. But I'm not going to get on video and tell you that, I'm going to not trade this in when Google offers me a trade-in. I will be trading this in because I'm sure Google will offer at least $900 for this. They better. You know, this is a $2,000 phone, and they better offer at least $900 for this. So that way I can get into the next device, and hopefully the next device doesn't cost this much either to start. So, but I got a feeling it will. But yeah, I think replacing the hardware, not just the camera module at this point, because after dealing with phones, foldable phones that have like these flat sides now, it's pretty much inevitable that Google will move to this style of a flat side. And then with OnePlus, it's even better. It's even more flat. Like it's got the brushed aluminum. It is hitting hard, man. I really like it a lot. And I just think this is the way to go. And even the Surface Duo has the flat sides. It's just that I have the bumper on it. That's all. That's the difference. It has the flat sides. Literally. They're flat. This is the thinnest device ever. I don't think it can stand up. Oh yeah. Even with some grip. But I think Google needs to update this design. And I know this is the first generation. A lot of people get kind of, upset about these videos, but you should want the best for your $2,000, B. You should want this device to hit really hard, because right now, the device from Google that's shining over every Google device is this Pixel 8 Pro. I did a poll recently and I said, hey, what's your favorite device of them all? There were a lot of the old school cats in there saying, hey, I really like this one. I really like this one. I really like this one. But there was a lot of Pixel 8 Pro owners in there and a lot of Pixel Fold owners. But this hardware with the really soft rounded lines around the actual device, brushed aluminum, flatten it off. Straight, there's another way to say that. Flatten it off, brushed aluminum. Yeah. Because the compactness of this device in comparison to all these other devices is great. And a lot of people feel like, even I feel like, this should have been the size of the Surface Duo. I mean, this Surface Duo is big in comparison. So it would have been nice for the Surface Duo to be about this size. And if Microsoft was smart, they'd try again and do Windows on the device. I think it would sell like hotcakes. It would sell so much better with Windows. I don't think Android needs to go on everything. So toughen up this, or change up this hardware, Google, by a long shot. Revamp these, flatten these sides out, change this Google camera bar, this bar on the back, and give a few more options in colors. Like give a white one, a dark blue one, a beige version. Give some of the same colors that you have on your phone lineup, because you're only doing it for this back area right here. Yeah, but in the end, this is going to come down to a person's personal preference. And I've learned that after starting to use this again, how much I actually don't like the design as much as I like this design. It sounds crazy because this is a little bit bigger. This is a little bit bigger, but it's narrower and just feels better in the hand. Now it does have this ginormous camera bump, but I'll take this grippy back with that nice circular camera bar over this one any day. This one looks better. Like the back of these phones, this one just looks better. It feels better as well. And then on as far as the hinge, Google's hinge is cool. Google's hinge is cool, but it does need to be refined. Everybody else has moved to a flat hinge. Even Samsung moved to a flat hinge now. Yeah, flatten that hinge out. I know I've said this before, but there's so many things that you can do to make the Pixel Fold go way to the top, if you will. There's a ton of things you can do. And I think Google really needs to take a look at this. Now, on the positive note, they don't have to do anything to the actual software itself, but they do need to improve. Now, I talked about the cameras initially for video and what it's missing, but they need to improve on video on this by a long shot, because my Pixel 7 and phones like that, my 6A and all those devices, their cameras appear to be better than this phone. And they've got to do better than that. They have to. So this isn't a video to so much put down the Pixel Fold. Heck, I bought it. I like it. I could use this. I love the way this canvas looks right here. I think this is a great orientation for watching content, because I can have a big full screen over here, excuse me, and something else on this side, just like the Surface Duo, where these two phones, you have a much narrower view, so I just know that if Google decides, Come on, buddy. If Google decides to do it again, the basics that I feel like they need to do, like see how that's matte black border around the top? Yeah, do that. Do it. You got your camera up in that module, but still you can change it up a little bit. The glossiness of the Google Pixel Fold, it's gotten to me lately. I mean, because I have been using it again, and I was like, man, they can do better than this. They can make a better piece of hardware. They owe it to their consumers in reality, because consumers are paying a lot of money for these devices, and they should want the best. But anyway, the software is great. Cameras for photos and everything is perfect, in my opinion. I could whip out this phone and take a picture with complete confidence and know that it's not gonna be messed up at all. And then also all the feature drops that Google does with their software. They're obviously a software-oriented company. The Pixel Fold, the Pixel devices have some of the best software in general. You get a new feature drop, seems like every month with Google, and a lot of the stuff is functional and it is usable and it is for consumers. Like, it's something that consumers could actually use. I think you should take note of that. I think Google has done more than enough with the software, and they've proven themselves with the software. Now it's time to do something with the hardware. Be quiet. Look how good that. I was going to get to that. I was going to get to how good the the dictation is. But I use Google's dictation all the time. And it is just by far, bar none, one of the best in the game, if not the best. Like I said, their software is top notch, but the Pixel regular phone lineup makes this look so dated immediately. Yeah. Bringing out a Bay version of this, changing up those few things, giving it a different camera bar, a whole bunch of things, man. It's going to make this phone take off. It's going to launch into outer space. Fix this area, fix all the size, and fix that camera bump. Give it all the functionality of the Pixel 8 Pro. Everything the Pixel 8 Pro has, as far as software and camera features, all that should have been on this phone already. This is a top tier device and with a top tier price. So they need to throw it all in the bucket with this thing. Anyway, it sounds like I don't really like this device, but I'm telling you I do. I'm just a neutral party when it comes to reviewing things, man. I don't want to be biased at all, and I want to be as objective as possible, but some things and most things on these videos are subjective. You're going to feel different about it. A lot of you guys are going to say, well, I love the Pixel Fold. I think the hardware is perfect. But you also don't have all these things at your disposal either, more than likely. Not everybody. Some of you guys do. But more than likely, you guys don't have 50 to 60 phones laying around and a lot of phones in the same group and category to compare it to. You don't want to spend the money, and I don't blame you. So you can live vicariously through me for that. And all the other people out there who get online and buy all these expensive devices and then bring you their opinion on it, because this is ultimately just my opinion. That's exactly what it is. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying that they're going to do this. They need to do. I'm just saying, in my opinion and experience, after reviewing thousands of phones, this one is so good and so close, but so far away at the same time. Other companies innovate sometimes after the fact, when they see what's working and what's not going to work, and they listen to the feedback of current devices, and then they bring out just exactly what consumers are talking about. And I think that's what OnePlus did in a lot of ways. I think they pretty much said, we're gonna ride this out a little bit longer, and we're gonna drop ours and drop a bombshell on everybody and make them like our device. And it worked. But the Pixel Fold, so close, but so far away. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. What do you think about what I'm saying in this video? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you want more for the next iteration of the Pixel Fold? How long can this go on? Like, will they even make another Pixel Fold? I hope they do, because again, this has so much potential. It's incredible. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Take care.